Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. It's in the description below. Reach out to tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing a 2019 250-piece limited edition in stainless steel. This is the Grand Seiko Spring Drive GMT SBGE249 Blizzard, a watch whose exquisite chiseled dial is designed to evoke the blizzards of northern Japan, where this model was assembled. Taking a quick look at the case, it's fairly large for a Grand Seiko dress watch. It's actually a hybrid dress and sports watch because it is 100 meters water resistant, 41 millimeters in diameter. It measures 14 millimeters thick by 48.7 millimeters lug-to-lug, and if you include the solid end links, then it measures 51.7 millimeters from end link to end link, with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lug horns. Throw it on the wrist. It's an easy watch to wear. The shape of the case is rather cambered. I don't want to say it's a banana-shaped case, but it kind of is. Throw it on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and it's a good solid fit. It has a full-sized appearance because as much as the case is curved from the side, it's actually more like a cushion case, a little bit like a Rolex Oyster when viewed from the top. Here's the down the barrel shot, so you can see my clearance. Here's the over-the-top shot, and here's the cuff shot. It'll fit underneath most dress sleeves, but absolutely all jacket cuffs, and I can recommend it for a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters circumference. A real cool watch, nicely balanced by the bracelet. The case is steel and fairly hefty, and the bracelet is substantial in commensurate fashion. You can see that there are polished intermediates, 3 primary links, satin and polish contrast, staggered link size and alignment with the centers being larger, and then there's a lovely little transitional bevel down the edges with polished outer faces. You can see that the links themselves, when removable, are fixed by screws rather than pin sleeves, and you can see that there are 2 half links as well as full-size links, so you'll be able to fine-tune the fit to suit your wrist. There is a twin trigger release system and a milled-out single swing arm for security. It's also a fairly thin clasp, which I appreciate. Rolling over the case, Zaratsu polish, or at least that's what they call it in Japan. It's actually executed with a European-made Zalitz machine, but the foremost practitioners of this tin plate manual polishing today are very much the folks at Grand Seiko and Seiko. Holding the surface to be milled against the spinning tin plate, the artisan creates a black polish, as it would be called in Switzerland, poly noir. You can see how from many angles it appears completely black, and that's because it is flawless and mirrored. This trade takes about 3 years to learn, and as a result, your Grand Seiko is going to be a hand-finished watch, priced substantially below $10,000. Screw-down crown, 100-meter water resistance. You can see there's a transitional bevel along the edge of the case and then satin-finished lug hoods for contrast. The bezel has an outer satin face with a longitudinal brushed pattern and then a polished conical aspect surrounding a rehaut of 24 hours that acts as the scale for the second time zone. The hands, the indices, the frame for the date, and the logo. Grand Seiko dial furniture is the best in the business at any price. You could see these hands. They're black polished on their top as well as their razor sharp facets. The same is true of the individual indices, which are applique, and little diamond-tipped micrometric milling tools are used to create these finishes, and they're operated by artisans who only create these tiny parts all day long. So you've got a watch that's hand-finished externally and hand-finished internally, and that's before we get to the hand-assembled and hand-adjusted spring drive movement. Now, there is a second time zone. You can see the hands for the power reserve, central seconds, and the second time zone. They are all steel and fired to create that blue tone. So blue oxidized over fire, not with a chemical dye. The dial has a rusticated pebbly texture that's chiseled to create the look of blizzard conditions outside of Grand Seiko's northern Japan workshops where this watch is assembled. So the timepiece is inspired by a blizzard, and I have to say, it's like a blizzard made of glittering platinum. I don't think weather alone is sufficient to describe the grandeur of this dial. You have a spring drive caliber 9R66 power reserve indicator, 3-day power reserve. You've got a hacking or stop seconds function. Note that when the watch is running, the spring drive system has a perfectly smooth, unstaggered, uninterrupted sweep of the seconds hand. This is the only technology that allows for a completely smooth sweep, and that is a Grand Seiko original. It took from Consider this, 1977 to 2005 to develop automatic spring drive. So this is a technical tour de force. 72-hour power reserve, automatic winding caliber, 9R66, 2 time zones, 1 local and 12-hour format, 1 and 24-hour format, settable independently. You can see this is a limited edition watch, 250 pieces with the Grand Seiko line on the reverse side. Take note that there is a unidirectional governing wheel. The way this works is there's a mainspring, and although it is a quartz-timed watch, there are no batteries or capacitors, and there are no motors. The motion of the hands is all spring potential energy converted into kinetic energy. And then that unidirectional governing wheel creates an induced electrical current that wakes up the quartz oscillator, creates a back EMF or electromagnetic force, and the oscillator governs the electromagnetic braking on that wheel, which allows the time to unfurl on the dial in a metered fashion. So it's mechanically powered but quartz timed, so mechanical cool and mechanical soul with quartz precision of 15 seconds per month, plus or minus. And of course, it is a watchmaker built, watchmaker regulated, lifetime movement, not just for the lifetime of the owner, but the lifetime of the watch. Reach out to Tim Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.